TheActualCC here today, and it's Wednesday, so we know that means it's time for some ups and some downs, and let's see how our week in Mutt went this week. Let's take a look. Well, we covered Team of the Week a little bit. We covered Team of the Week a little bit yesterday, and after looking at it a little bit harder, it's still bad. It's still bad. It's still bad. I mean, let's see. Are the prices dropping on the... I mean, if you pull these 91s, like, you're in a really good spot. I mean, the cards are so expensive. So from a value perspective, it's pretty good. Weddle's clearly the cheaper one, which makes sense because he's slow. But these cards are just not who you want. And for the cards in the sets, like... I could see people wanting Osemele. He's a power-up. He was a card that a lot of people could have gotten Nat so far. But that's a lot of coins for a left guard. A lot of coins. And on Weddle's side, like, some of these cards are okay. The Clay Matthews card looks pretty good. But, again, you're not paying 280,000 coins for this card. Like... It's just not happening. Alec Ogletree, again, he's a pretty good budget-y linebacker. But, like, you could get someone like Shazier, the Team of the Week Shazier, the base Shazier. There's I think there's better options. So the Team of the Week, it's a down. It is a down. It's a down. Our Legends this week for Twitch. The Too Tall, he's pretty good. He's not quite hitting some thresholds for the Twitch side, so I understand if you did him. I understand if you didn't. I'm sort of in the middle there. And for our actual Legends, Will Shields, I'm going to give him a down because they just released Yonda, and now they release a Will Shields. They're very similar. Shields is just much slower. And the Too Tall is an amazing card. I picked him up myself. He played absolutely wonderful, but he's totally overpriced, so I would wait for his price to drop before you look into getting him. They changed a couple little things. Elite tokens. You changed elite tokens on us again, adding 3 more cards, 1 more 84 to 85, 1 more 81 to 82, 1 more 80 to 81, or 82 to 83, sorry. You know what I mean. Now, I'm not a fan of this. At all. I wish that elite tokens didn't really change too much. If they did change, hey, maybe you add like 182 to 83 or something along those lines. But when you add 3 new cards in a week, you're going to cause an uproar. And that's what happened. For the sets that use elite tokens, I would just like it to be, hey, now this set takes 2 elite tokens instead of 1 or something along those lines. So that's a down. Another down, in my opinion, truly is the fact that we don't have Season 3 stuff out yet. Season 2 has been done for a week, and we can't get Series 3 tokens or anything like that. So it's that's just disappointing, so that's a down as well. That's a down. Now let's go look at, we got couple limited cards this week, and I think we covered them last week anyway, just based on timing, but for the sake of it, since I try to do Wednesday to Wednesday, the Alfred Morris came out last week, and he's not a bad running back at all. I'm just not a fan of the selection. So I'm in between on him, but Hitchens Live comm. What? We're not gonna edit that out. Because we don't do that here, right? What you see is what you get. If I sneeze, I sneeze. It happens. But Hitchens is down. He's just too slow. Really good card otherwise, but he's just too slow at this point in the game. 83 speed. It's not going to cut it for anybody. And we also got some Gauntlet stuff last week. New Gauntlet expansion. which is okay. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like that the rewards weren't great, but the solos were easy. And I know there's always going to be a direct correlation towards solo rewards versus the ease of completing the solo. I am of the belief I would much rather have the solos be difficult and get better rewards. So hopefully EA can keep that in mind going, into next month or whatever they do for solos going forward. That we're okay with difficult solos as long as the reward is worth it. Because even if they're not difficult, they still take time. And if something takes time, it still is impacting something else we may want to be doing, something else we could be doing. So let's say that these string of 15 new solos, let's say it took you an hour, right? And you got a couple decent cards, right? A couple nat cards, it's fine, not a problem. But let's say if these were hard solos, maybe it takes you 2 hours, and then you actually get maybe a starter on your team, maybe some coins, something you can actually build off of. And I would much prefer that. I think everyone else would probably prefer that as well. And then I think we got to change really to Gauntlet Unleashed. Now that they're doing 2 requirements or 3 requirements and stuff, it's fine. Gauntlet Unleashed is still okay. 88 plus overall nat is really high. An 88 nat is really high to get. But again, what I would like to see at some point is that we know that for an 88 plus overall nat, it really just means you're going to get base elites, right? And no one's really starting base elites. The only reason people would be doing the nat sets now is hoping to get a card that they could possibly power up, even though everyone hates power-ups. Even though everybody hates it, we still do it. So unless you have someone specific in mind that you are just going to keep doing these nat versions, start doing the auctionable ones. You're not going to get a ton of value guaranteed, but you could hit. And out of the auctionable pack, you can pull any card in the game. It's not limited time. So I think that's the route everyone should go. And we had DC finished. Sorry. It's bad. And then they actually updated MUT drafts. They updated MUT drafts, right? And if you don't know what they updated, let's show you. This is an old draft. This is an old player friend draft I didn't finish. I'm just going to select one. Let's run through a draft and show you. They did a huge overhaul on MUT draft. A huge overhaul. The drafts are stacked now, right? Ravens, of course we're going to pick Ravens, right? But you can just see the cards in here that are really good. Glover Quinn. 91 zone? We take Quinn. We're going to take Quinn, right? I know we don't. This is not something we would normally do in a draft, but I think it's appropriate to let's do a draft. I mean, they updated drafts. Let's take a look at the drafts. You guys can have a true up close look at these drafts. We're just going to pick the highest overalls essentially here. If we can, that Abraham would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? We'll take Conklin. Highest overall draft, just so you guys can see the stuff in here. Look, I mean, they put all these other legend pieces in here now. Really nice touch. It's a really nice touch what they've done with the drafts. I think I think they did a great job. 89 wide receiver, take him. 90. See, we already have a center, so we're gonna take Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams is a monster in this game. Brandon Marshall, right? 91 Marino, quarterback. Interesting. See, like, that's a card you would never get to play with, never get to try. At all. Like, that, who would ever have that card? Casey Hayward, the 91 zone round, awesome touch. The super wide receiver round, awesome touch. Another, wow. Like, see, look at these drafts are amazing. These drafts are amazing. LeGarrette Blount is a monster in DC. Do we need a cornerback or do we need a safety? We need a safety. Can't go in with only one of those guys. Take another receiver. Sure, why not? Around here, who's better? Gerald McCoy. And then look at this legend round. You actually can get everybody. Tony Gonzalez, amazing. Eric Allen, amazing. But we don't have a right end, so we're going to take him. And 86 overall. So that's how the drafts are juiced right now. If you guys want me to do a MUT draft video playing a draft, leave a comment. Please let me know. Thank you for tuning in to Ups and Downs. Probably a little bit longer, and that's okay. Enjoy it. Have a good day. I'm out. Peace.